Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Saturday. As you can see, we just now making it over to the storage unit. All right. In today's video, we're gonna do a little tool haul. Okay. Unfortunately, I would like to do the toolbox tour today, but I'm still waiting for quite a few items that I should have received already, which still haven't been delivered to me. More than likely, I should receive things by Monday. So come Monday, I will put out the toolbox tour, okay? But at the prior moment, I am going to give a little tool haul to show, what came in today, all right? But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay? Alright, so with that being said, we ain't gonna hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna dive right in. So walk with me. Let's get it. Okay, as you can see now, I got a couple of items out sitting at the top of the tool cart. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the smallest package up top, get that out the way real quick. So I'm going to get my box cutters out, get the contents out so we can inspect things, take a look. So let's get it. Okay, what just basically came out the first package, as you can see, is just simply another Mako collapsible magnetic tray. Okay, I did reach out to the individual who initially sold me that one right there. I actually did need a second one. Instead of me basically ordering these from on the site, because I don't deal with a Mako dealer. I don't have an account with them. I have an account with Snap-on. So I actually preferred, to put the capital in someone else's hands of it in corporate at the particular time. Okay, the gentleman who did sell me these, he actually is a mechanic himself. He actually has his own shop. Okay, he does have a very nice setup with his shop. He has some nice toolboxes, Snap-on, big epics and things like that. He doesn't actually have a YouTube channel. He would like to do a toolbox tour and create a channel one day when he basically has the time and things like that. But I did reach out to him. He shot me some pictures of his shop and some customized Snap-on equipment that I was highly interested in, that I need to shoot the ideas basically to my dealer. I don't want to necessarily state what he was showing me. If there's some people out there who have seen him, and he was stating to me in his city that he do have a lot of people in tune with what he was showing me. Okay, so I would like to get my hands on some things that he was basically showing me so that I can put them out in a review and give a little demonstration to some of them. All right, till that time comes. But yeah, that's what basically came in this package at the prior moment. So now we're about to get to that white box real quick and get the contents out. So let's get it. Okay, as I got the next box out, and get these contents out real quick. Okay, as you can see, things is still heavily wrapped, so I need to get this bubble wrap off the content real quick. All right. Okay, now that I got the content basically from out the packaging and the wrapper, okay, if you follow my videos, what this basically is another 1/2-inch drive. All right, this is an 18-inch. This is the SHL 80A right here, as you can see. Okay, this is brand new, as you can see. Snap-on USA made. Okay, initially I did have this ratchet, okay, in my selection of tools, but a few weeks ago I discarded it because when I did purchase it, it was a pickup that was made off of eBay. Okay, and when I purchased the item was completely brand new. Like when I received it, as you can see, like towards this anvil, you can tell that there's never been a socket put on the ratchet. So the first one that I received was just like that. But the problem and the issue that I was having is that the seller never enlisted that there was a slight engraving towards the side of the head, which had 3 light initials. So what I did was I used the ratcheting shop for quite some time instead of me sending it back, because I never really had time to send it back because I basically was always at work, and for the price that I technically paid during the time for the ratchet, like, I couldn't complain. I actually used it, made my money, then I turned around and I resold it back on eBay, okay, and made my money back, plus made a little bit more. Since I did that, I also had discarded a 1/4 inch quick release locking flex head also, that technically I didn't really need because I picked it up in a BOGO deal. The ratchet wasn't something that I was shooting for in a purchase in a BOGO deal. I just technically needed the sockets. So, for the price of the sockets, it just made much more sense, to get the ratchet along, which benefited me more. In the process of me technically discarding those 2 ratchets, maybe about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I've then already now acquired 6 other ratchets. Okay, these ratchets has already basically been replaced, but I still needed to put this 1/2 inch drive back into my selection as a standard handle. I actually have another 18-inch 1/2 inch drive, but it's a lock and flex head, an 18-inch drive, just as well as I have the 1/2 inch and 2 24 inches, which is non-locking and locking. Okay, so that was the reason for me obtaining this. Once again, the part number is SHL80A. Okay, and this time around it is brand new. I don't technically have to be worrying about whether the tool belongs to somebody or anything like that, because I have paperwork on all of my equipment. There's a paper trail to everything that I purchase, whether it's online or whether I purchase directly from the truck, which I deal with a Snap-on dealer, plus I actually have a corporate account with corporate itself, but I tends not to use that account. I just tends to deal with my dealer. Okay, so that's just basically what that is in that box. So now we're gonna dive into the next following box and we're gonna get to it, so walk with me. Okay, now moving along, as you can see, I got the next box sitting at the top of the tool cart. All right, and I'm quite sure that you see the name on the box. All right, so you know what this is about to hit for. All right, there has been some reviews already put out, by quite a few content creators. All right, at the prior moment, I'm not gonna do a review on this particular item. I'm just gonna do an unboxing, and later on sometime, either possibly tomorrow or if not Monday, I'm gonna try to get out and get a few shots and some demonstrations as far as putting the item to use and putting it through the motions. Okay, but for right now, I'm going to get the contents from out the box so that we could take a look at things. All right, so let's get it. Okay, now as you can see, it shouldn't be of no surprise. I do already have a long list of line in Milwaukee tools, so you should have known that this was coming. All right, this is the right angle impact. Okay, this is the 3/8 drive. This is the 2564-20 model, as you can see, with a friction ring. All right, I did have purchased this item quite some time ago on a pre-order. All right, I was supposed to receive this item last week, but by the time Acme Tools sent it out through FedEx, and like I was stating that I was supposed to receive things, they kept sending me notifications for a redelivery. All right, realistically, I didn't even think that I was gonna even be delivered it today, because they were sending me notifications yesterday saying At first, I would receive it yesterday. Then they turned around and sent notifications saying that I would receive it Monday. But while I was out and about, the item just actually just arrived and just showed up. Okay. So, that's what that's hitting for right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get it out the box so I can inspect it, take a look at it real quick. Like I said, I'm not going to do no review on this particular tool at this prior moment, because I am going to go out and put it through the motions to see, what it's capable of and what I believe that it's not capable of. There is a good video out there. I can't think of the gentleman's name or his channel offhand at the prior moment, but he does do some live worldly demonstrations with this particular tool. And from what I was viewing, in my honest opinion, it may be a powerful tool. And when some take a look in on these reviews, they may assume, it'll be technically capable of performing many different applications, especially when it comes to like suspension work and things like that. So in this particular video, I have seen this tool type fail in certain areas. What I believe that this tool is capable of, right, is just so to say, as you can see down here, how you have the 1/2-inch ratchet, okay, which is basically a different drive size from this right angle, okay. I also have 3/8 ratchet and 1/4-inch ratchet, okay, but there's a difference between a ratchet and an impact wrench, okay. This has a ratcheting feature where that you can stop the tool and actually use the tool to break a fastener instead of pulling the trigger, okay. You can't basically do that with an impact wrench, okay. So this is the difference. Plus this is basically putting out more power and more force. In my opinion, I think that this tool right here is picking up where these ratchets lack, okay, in power, depending upon the application and what you tend to use them for. I think that a lot of people, they get the misconception because, in a lot of worldly demonstrations, some people just get aroused because, you start getting cordless tools and, say for instance, 3/8 drive, and then you go to a vehicle to remove lug nuts. Okay, lug nuts is not a 3/8 drive application. That's a 1/2-inch drive application. So people, yes, they do get aroused by seeing the cordless tools doing that. So they start to think, well, if it can pull off a lug nut, then maybe it can pull off a suspension part, because in most suspension parts, you're dealing in 1/2-inch drive applications. Okay. Not to say that you don't have some 3/8 6-point standard measurement fasteners in a lot of components, but in that area of things, you're mainly more using 1/2-inch drive. Okay, so that's that's just my opinion on it. Okay, but once again, this is the 3/8 right angle impact with a friction ring, part number 2564-20. All right, so I'm gonna get this tool out real quick, and we're gonna take a look at it. Let's get it. Okay, as I basically got the item out, all right, I do kind of agree that the tool is kind of top heavy, because of its construction at the top, all right. Even though technically I don't have a battery in it at the prior moment, okay, it does feel solid, okay, at its head. M12. I actually have the boot. I had ordered the boot also, but during the time when I ordered the tool, they actually had the boot, and then it didn't dawn on me until after I actually purchased the item to go back, because now I couldn't combine the boot with the actual tool. So when I went back in to get the boot, all of a sudden it was out of stock. So I won't be receiving it until sometime, I believe the 10th of this month coming up. Okay, so the boots for these will be out. Okay, I would strongly suggest, if you do obtain this tool, to get a protective boot. As you can see in most of the majority of any of my cordless, I have protective boots on all my cordless and basically all my pneumatics. Okay. Okay, so pretty much that's what that's just basically hitting for in today's video. Like I said, I am still waiting for quite a few things. So I will definitely do this toolbox tour by Monday, okay, sometimes towards the afternoon. Hope to receive everything that I'm looking to receive, during that time. All right. But like I always state, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. All right. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend out there. Keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. All right. To that next tool review, we're gonna check you later. Peace.